were there other South Africans there with you, or were you the only South
Yes,
African?
yes, yes. There were other South Africans there as well. Um,
Do you know how
One of them
many? Can you
died while I was
guess?
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
How,
So do
how,
you know about Sharon?
yeah.
I mean, have you heard? You heard about a girl named Sharon that passed away there as well. Yeah, the bad thing about also being in prison, of course, is the medical help. No, that you can't receive if you don't have money. You have to pay for it. You know, so
So
Sharon
what happened to
passed away.
Sharon? What happened to Sharon?
She was HIV. She was HIV positive. Okay, and she had no money for medication. No, and she just deteriorated in. Oh my goodness, in such. Uh, it was unbelievable. It was so sad. Her son passed away in South Africa. He was 9 years old, okay? And Sharon couldn't handle that. So it took her exactly, he passed away in September, if I'm not wrong, and she passed away in October, December, January, February. Yeah, she passed away, I think, something like 5 months, 6 months after that. But in that time, now before that time, there was, she didn't know that she was positive. I think they found out in the time that she was there, something like that, okay? But her body deteriorated within that 5 months. No, she just lost weight like crazy, and she looked awful, awful. And they sent her, and eventually, finally, they sent her to hospital, which was on a Monday. I mean, myself and Bernadette. Bernadette has also since then also passed away outside. I don't know, she fell or something, I don't know, something happened to her, Bernadette as well. But anyway, myself and Bernadette took Sharon in the wheelchair so that she can be escorted out, to the ambulance, to hospital. That was the Monday. And the Saturday, they called the South Africans to the gate together to say that Sharon had passed away. It was just so horrible. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah, anyway, she was a close friend. Her and Chantal. Chantal is still here as yeah, prison. What can I say? It can either make or break you. That's all. Okay, but you really you've got a lot of time to reflect and you get to learn things and you get to see things in a different light. And
How many South Africans were there with you? Can you remember? In terms of numbers, how many South Africans?
At that point in time, we were 15, 17. I lied, 17. But then when I left, we were 17.
And how many of those ladies have been able to get home?
Okay, now I have to think back of the group. Sharon passed away, Hyla passed away, Bernadette passed away. Cindy got to get home just in time. She passed away just as soon as she got into South Africa, when she got back to South Africa. Cindy got home, and Cindy was a black girl, and what's the other black girl? Three black girls got home since then.
But it sounds like a lot of these ladies actually, yeah, sounds like a lot of these ladies actually die in Peru.
Yes, the unfortunate thing of the South Africans, yes, is that yes, they actually passed away here, and some of them are still here, and some of them are still in. I remember there's the one black girl. She got 15 years, young girlie, 23 years old. She was. So she still got some time, to finish. Mm-hmm. There's this elderly lady also. She's also still in, also waiting to get home. Hyla, her name is also.
But apparently Hyla's actually completed her sentence, but they're keeping her there because she's got nowhere to go.
You see, now that also. You see there? To be honest with you, I think it's better for her to stay inside than to be outside. I promise you, Karen. That's not good. Lynn was telling me that there's some South Africans that were sleeping near the embassy as well, under one bridge or something like that. I didn't have a chance to check that out yet. As a matter of fact, maybe tomorrow I can get hold of the embassy. And it's actually useless to speak to the embassy in the first place. It's useless, actually, okay, because there's no way that they will help. Forget about getting one toilet paper or one bar of soap from the embassy, even inside. It just doesn't happen. Okay. I'm just thinking now, you know what? Yes, quite a few girls of that group. Yeah, they got home, but then half of them passed away. Yeah, also, and half of the group that was there when I was there. After I left, I lost contact with Santa Monica. I don't want to go back there.
But as I understand it, okay, so you were released after serving over 2 years of your sentence, but you've essentially been forced to live as an illegal immigrant and survive with with domestic work. Tell me about your life now. I mean, what are you actually doing and how are you surviving? And are you not afraid that given that you are an illegal immigrant, you're going to hit problems?
Yes, I am. Because you see, Zayana is Peruvian, okay? She's Peruvian because she was born here. She's Peruvian. And even though I signed as her only parent, the fact is I need to get a document that states that Diana can travel with me, okay? Because if now lately, yes, that they have a new Minister of Interior, so he's been expulsing like all of the foreigners, but to the borders, and they have to find their own way home. From what I've read, I haven't read that any South Africans but it's girls that's doing prostitution and things like that. So and was or maybe it's people that here without passports or type of thing. So he had them expelled and to board it. So that's my main worry. My main worry is that they can take Zayana from me, okay, and they can export me to one border of Peru, and I have to find my own way home. Now I can't. If I am fighting to get home to South Africa, how? Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't even have to say much on that, Karen. You can think for yourself what that would be like. She's 3.5 years old, and she only knows me, and thank goodness for the friend of mine that, gave us a room. I'm sitting in the room now. It's so hot here. Anyway, so I can't work because of my illegal status, as you know. So what I've been doing is I've been selling sandwiches when I can at a call center. I met some people at the mosque where I used to go, and they worked at the call center, and that's how they introduced me, to the call center people. And I actually helped out there a couple of times as well. But now, because of my status being the way it is, the manager there really can't afford to help me out anymore. You understand? Maybe let me work a week or a month or anything like that. He can't take that chance because, it's too risky. So I make sandwiches and I go salad there. I've had my full of my cup of tea with doing domestic work and selling things on the road. You have to do what you can. What can you do? I've had to walk with Zayana when she was a baby, sell chocolate in the marketplaces here, on the buses. At one point begging on the, but that was not nice. I'm sorry, forgive me, but that really wasn't nice. So I didn't do that again.
You were in a position where you were forced to beg, basically.
Yes, standing at the, oh no, that was horrible, at the robots and obviously with Zayana, oh my goodness, no, I don't want to do that again. But yes, so that is why I can't, from my side, there's nobody that will be able to help me with a ticket. My parents, they can't, they're over 70. Really, Karen, nobody. There were people, yes, that promised me, yes. But they just changed their minds, and because and also because a lot of time passed. All the time, every time I thought I was leaving. Where my papers were concerned, my lawyers, I had this unfortunate, horrible experience with lawyers here. Never to be trusted. Peruvian lawyers, forget about lawyers in general, but Peruvian lawyers, they're the worst. So, yeah, and my papers, they dragged, and that is why I lost some people that really wanted to help. There was somebody at the mosque also that was going to help it because, time passed, and he helped some other people, and so now he hasn't got for me. So